Islam Makhachev has a big chance of being visited by one of his toughest enemies because of the UFC Austin event. There are not many fighters who can put up a tough fight for fellow student Khabib Nurmagomedov in the event led by Dana White. This is proven by his record of only losing once. He even managed to make a figure of Alexander Volkanovski's caliber helpless. In the first fight, Makhachev's victory was widely debated. However, all the doubts that had arisen were successfully erased by him in the second clash. Of the several fighters who have dueled, Arman Tsarukyan deserves to be labeled Makhachev's toughest enemy. How come? He was able to hold it until he dueled for 3 full rounds. Apart from that, the fighter nicknamed Anhalkalakets was also the first person to slam him on the UFC stage. Lately, Makhachev has become increasingly haunted by his toughest enemies. Tsarukyan is scheduled to appear at UFC Austin, which will be held this weekend. If he is able to defeat his opponent, Beneil Dariush, he is believed to be able to challenge the lightweight champion again. This interesting claim comes from the mouth of former fighter, Daniel Cormier. If Arman beats Beneil Dariush, we will see him fight Makhachev in 2024, he said. If calculated mathematically, this claim is indeed possible. The reason is that Tsarukyan's opponent tomorrow is the 4th-ranked fighter. Looking at the previous first duel, it is not impossible that the UFC will recruit the fighter from Armenia to immediately duel with Makhachev. Especially if he is able to sell the clash against Dariush tomorrow well. Even so, Tsarukyan certainly shouldn't underestimate his potential enemies. The 26-year-old fighter also really understands Dariush's greatness. He is a fighter who we cannot predict when he will attack, he said. Fighting a fighter like that is not an easy matter. We have been observing his duels for the past 2 weeks. He was so calm and hard to read, Tsarukyan added.